Okay, in the previous video I have shown how to get the data from the result set using the getting methods. We have shown the examples, of the getString method and getInt method to get the data from the info table. Okay, in this video I am going to show how to use the navigational methods. I have already shown how to use the next method to traverse the table in the forward direction only. To go to the backward direction we have to use previous method or other navigational methods. Where are the navigational? Here is the navigational methods.txt file. Okay, you will see today more navigational methods, and before that we have to learn a concept of creating a statement with giving permission of navigation. We will see. Now we want to use this previous method to go into the backward direction. First of all we will traverse whole table, then we will use this first method to go to the first record. So means we want to move backwardly. This let us see as this program. Now first of all forgot about this statement. I will explain it later, and also forgot about this statement also I will explain it later, because this is I have used ODBC driver to demonstrate this example, because it is not working with the MySQL driver. Okay, we have created a statement. See carefully here, I have created a object of statement using create statement, but in this program I have used the overloaded version of the create statement. In the previous program, here is our previous program. In the previous program we have used the create statement with no argument. In this video we are going to use create statement with two arguments, both are integer. So what is this type forward only? Result.set.concur_. We will see there are two versions of create statement. First one with no argument, which creates a statement by default, and the second version is with two integer argument. First one is result set type and second one is concur type. Okay, when you create statement using this first method, okay, first of all let me see, there are two possible values of result set type. First one is type underscore forward underscore only. This type underscore forward underscore only, which is a static final constant defined within the result set interface, and as it is static we are accessing using directly interface name result set dot type underscore forward underscore only, which is of type integer, and it is defined within the result set interface first value. When this type is applied here, our result set will not be scrollable. Means we can move only forward. Once we have moved forward we cannot go to the previous into the result set. Suppose there are 5 records and I have used this, and after using this I traverse from first to second row. Now if I want to go to the first row again, then I cannot go because it is of type forward only. Second is result set dot wait 1 second. Okay, the second one is result set dot type underscore scroll underscore insensitive. Means if we create create statement using this option by passing here, then in the our result set will be scrollable. Means cursor can move in the both direction. After traversing the table, we can also go to the previous record if we want. Our result set will be scrollable, but important thing is that our result set will be scrollable, but the result set is not sensitive to the changes made by others to the database that occurred after the result set was created. Means, if we once fetch all the data into the result set, after fetching the data, result set will be created. After the result set created, suppose some person XYZ changed the original database, then that change will not be affected into our result set object when we use this result set type. And third one is opposite to this. It is result set dot type underscore scroll underscore sensitive. Wait, in this case, if we use this option, in this case our result set will be scrollable and it will be sensitive. Means, after once the result set is created and then some person changed the database, then that change will also be affected to our result set object, so we can get the latest values. We cannot get old values. In this case, we will get old values which were fetched using where result set was created. In this case, we will get latest values. We will get change will be affected to our result set object. Okay, these three are result set type. Then what is this concur type? It is actually concurrency, but in short I am writing concur type. There are two possible values: concur underscore read underscore only, which is also static static final constant, and from class it is also from result set interface. And as it is static, we can access using interface name directly. It is also of type integer. Concur read only. When we pass this option here, it specifies this that our database is read only. Means, understand carefully. Once we have fetched all the records, suppose there are 5 records, I have fetched those 5 records using the select query into my result set object. After fetching that records into result set object, I have made changes to the result set, not to the database. I have modified my result set object using updating methods. Those methods I will cover in later videos. Using updating methods, I have made the changes in the result set object. Now, should that change be affected into original database or not? Means, the changes that I have made to the result set object, that should also be affected to the original database or not. If we use this option, then that changes will not be affected to the original database. That change will be local to our result set object. Now, opposite to that, this is our second option: result set dot concur underscore updatable. Updatable. Okay. In this option, when we create the statement using this option, our what I can say, our database will be updatable. Means, after creating the result set object, if I changes one of the row or one of the column, then that change will automatically be affected to our original database. Now come to our program. I have created the statement using result set type underscore fold only to demonstrate that using this option can we move backward or not. And I have used concur underscore updatable. Okay, first of all, compile this program. These two statements I will explain later. Class.forName and this connection, because I will not use the MySQL database as it is not supporting these two features. It is supporting, but due to some technical problem it is not running on my computer. Okay, now open the command window here by writing cmd here, or by pressing left shift and clicking right click here, open command window here. It will open directly command prompt to that folder. Compile our program. It is compiled successfully. Run that program. As you can see, I have got 2 records from the database, and while after traversing through whole table using this while loop, I have fetched all record and print it here. I have called after traversing this table, our pointer will be at last, because after traversing 2 records, our pointer will be at after second record. Now I have called first method using result set object to go to the first row. I want to go into the backward direction, but as our result set is type forward only, we cannot go back. It will throw exception like this. Result set type is type forward only, means when it is set we cannot go in a backward mode. And one important thing I want to say, when we create a result set using this, this will be a by default. By default it will take type forward only, and among these two it will take this as a default value. Means when we create a result set object, create statement like this, the value of result set will be type forward only, and the value of concur type will be concur read only. Okay, now let us make some changes here. Now make this type scroll sensitive. Now I am making this type scroll sensitive and saving this program. First of all I am deleting all the class file. Now I am compiling this program again, and now I am running this program. As you can see, first we have traversed all the table, means we have fetched 2 records from the table. Then we have called the first method here, so we are now, our pointer will be pointing at first row. So now and then we have get the data of the first row using getting methods. First column is get string, as I have shown in the previous video. It is name, so it is name Mahesh. Second is age, which is integer, and third is also integer. So I have printed down, and I have also use these 2 methods. I will explain in later videos, forget about it. It is updating methods. Now come to these 2 statements. These 2 statements, in the previous video I have shown I have used these statements for MySQL, but in the MySQL, as I have said, this result set is by default scrollable. If I use type for only, then it is also it is scrollable. So I have to use a ODBC driver to use this to demonstrate this example. Now what is ODBC? It is open database connectivity. ODBC driver is by default provided by the Microsoft, and using this driver I am creating the database with the Microsoft Access, which I will show you right now. This is my database. Suppose I am deleting this. I have deleted these 2 items. How to create database? You should have a Microsoft Office. Go to the Microsoft Office Access 2007 or anything, which version you have. Click on blank database. Name this our database as Java here, and choose the path from here. I will store this database in the where my program is. My program is here embedded inside that videos JDBC. I will store it here. Okay, it is now stored. I will click create. It will create a blank database. Okay, now click on this view. It will ask for table name. Our table is info. Click OK. Now it will for field name, or suppose our first field username, which is of type string, so select text. Second is suppose age, which is of type number, integer means number, select number. And third is also of type integer means number. Now press Ctrl S or click on view. Now provide some 2-3 values so we can use it for our database. First of all I am entering Mahesh. Age I am entering 21. Suppose gender I am entering 1. Suppose second is MBZXYZ. Age is 20. Second is 2. Suppose this is others 22, age 1. Suppose I am using Krishna 21, age 1. In fourth I am using Praful as a 22, as a suppose enter 2. Now I am pressing Ctrl S. And now our database is saved. But how our Java program can find where this Java file, this Java means this java.addb access file is stored? For that we have to go to my control panel, then click on system and security, go to the administrative tools. Now you will find option data sources, double click on it, go to the system DSN. Okay, click here add, select this Microsoft Access driver because we have used addb extension. Click on finish, select database here. Our database is stored in E drive in MBZ folder. Double click on it, double click videos, double click JDBC. Here our database is shown. Click here, select it and press on OK. Give this data source name same as this file. Is this file name is Java, I am giving it Java. Click on OK. Now it is added successfully to this. Press OK. Now we have added our Java database, means java.addb access file to this data source ODBC. This is ODBC driver, which are, as I have said, which are by default provided by Microsoft. Our Java will find that file using this. Now how we can use? So, and one important thing is that to load the ODBC driver we have to use this driver string sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc ODBC driver. Using this it will load the ODBC driver. I have to create the connection, so I will use driver manager.get connection, and I have to pass the database string. In the SQL the string was of type this. We have to specify username, password, name of database, but in the ODBC driver we have to use this pattern jdbc colon ODBC colon name of your database. Here name of our database is Java, so I have used Java. So our connection is also created, and now we have used the create statement. Using this create statement I have executed select star from info because our table name is info. We have used the info as our table name. We have traversed through all the table and then go to the first row by calling the first method. Now compile this program again and let us see it is working or not, because we have changed the database. As you can see, we have modified the values because we have deleted all database and created new database. All the values are listing here, and this value is the first value, others is the first value, as you can see here, because after traversing whole database we have called the first method, so it will go to the first row, and after going the first row we are again printing the record of the first row. Okay, so this is the first navigation method. We will see some other navigation methods. We will see previous. Now we will use this loop to print the record. First of all we will print all the records in forward direction, then we will print in backward direction. Let system.out.println in one direction over, so we can come to know where it is over. Copy this, Ctrl C, paste it here, call the previous method to go to the previous record. First it will print all the table in a forward direction, then it will print in a backward direction. Compile this program and run. As you can see, first in a forward direction it is printed, and then last record profile is printed first, then second last is second, third last is third. In the previous direction it is printed. Because we have used a while loop, it will print whole table in a previous direction using this previous method. We have demonstrated this previous method as same as in same way. The last method will move our pointer to last method. Get row will return the current row number. If you want to see the example of get row, okay, we will also print a row here. Suppose system dot inside here I am printing row number. Using rs dot get row method we can get the row number. Compile and run. As you can see, first record is printed, then row number 1, second record is printed, row number 2, third record is printed, row number 3. We have also demonstrated this get row method. Now this before first and after last is used when we want to modify the result set object, that I will show in later videos. Now we will use this absolute number. It will go to the specified row. Here we have 5 records. Suppose after reaching to 5th record I want to go directly to 3rd record, so I can go two ways. After reaching 5th record I can call previous method, so I will go to the 4th record. Again I call previous method, I will go to the 3rd record. But what if I want to go to the 3rd record directly from 5th record without calling the previous record? We can use this absolute method. Let us demonstrate it. Wait, comment this loop. Okay, comment this also. After traversing whole record I will call the absolute method using result set object rs dot, and I will pass the 3 as an argument because I want to go to the 3rd record. So it will go to the 3rd record and then it will get the data of the 3rd record using this code. Compile this program and run. As you can see, our 3rd record is Mahesh 21-1. After completing this 5 record, it is printing 3rd record. Means this absolute method is used to go to the row directly. This relative method is a relative. Okay, let us demonstrate this relative method. Comment this also, and also comment this. When the result set is created we are before the first row, so to go to the first row I will use rs.next method. After going to the first row I will print the data using this logic, and then I will call the method rs dot relative method re, and I will pass is 3. Now first of all see what is the output. Oh sorry, it is already defined because we have removed the loop, so its scope now is larger, its scope becomes larger. Compile this, run. See here, our first record is others. I have passed in the argument 3 and our 3rd record was Mahesh, but this is printing mbz, it means it is printing 4th record. Means relative method is relative to current row. It will skip this number of rows from the current row. Now our current row is first because we have called the rs.next. Now we are at the first row. After printing the data of first row we are at the first row. Now I have called the rs.relative 3, means it is going to 3rd row relative to first row. Means relative to first row 3rd row is 4th row, so it will print a data of 4th row. We can also pass negative value to go back. Suppose first of all I traverse all the table and then I want to use the relative. Okay, now I have at the last row. Now I want to go to in the backward direction using relative. I have 5th record, I want to go to the suppose 3rd record, so I will specify here -2 because 5 minus 2 3. Let us see it is working or not. It should work because cursor is positioned after the result set. Okay, after the 5th record cursor is gone to the result after the result set. So to go to the 5th record we have to use rs.last method. Now our cursor will at 5th record and then we will call relative method. so it will go, we have used minus, so it will go in a backward direction to second row relative to fifth row. Relative to fifth row in backward direction, second row is third row, because we are here fifth row. Go second row in backward direction, 1 2, it is third row, and that our third row is printed here, you can see. And these two rows, move to insert and move to current row, are also used in updating method, so I will show you in this in the next video. Keep watching my videos, subscribe, like my video and share my video. Thank you.